Hello, darlings. Have you ever felt a little whisper in your soul? A tiny nudge telling you there's a world of wonder just waiting to be discovered? For me, that whisper often sounds like the name Peru. It's a country that doesn't just sit on the map. It positively sings. Peru is a land woven from threads of ancient mystery, vibrant culture, and landscapes so breathtaking they seem to have been painted by the gods themselves. From the mist-shrouded peaks of the Andes to the deep emerald green secrets of the Amazon rainforest, this is a place that promises not just a holiday, but a true heart-thumping adventure. It's a land of contrasts, where colonial cities hum with modern life, right next to ruins that have stood for centuries. What an utter delight! Imagine arriving in Lima, a sprawling, energetic city right on the Pacific coast. The air is thick with the scent of the sea and sizzling street food. You can wander through the chic bohemian streets of Barranco, where artists have turned colonial mansions into galleries, and every corner seems to hold a new surprise, a colorful mural, or a charming little cafe. Or perhaps you'll find yourself in Miraflores, gazing out over the cliffs as paragliders catch the wind, soaring like magnificent, colorful birds above the waves. This is the modern face of Peru, a place buzzing with energy, creativity, and an infectious love for life. It's the perfect starting point for our grand Peruvian escapade, a place to acclimatize and let the magic begin to seep in. But Peru's true soul, I think, lies beyond the city lights. It's found in the quiet dignity of its people, in the ancient traditions that are still practiced with such love and devotion. It's in the stories etched into the stones of forgotten temples and in the melodies of a panpipe played high in the mountains. This is a journey that will take you back in time, to the very cradle of the Inca Empire. You'll meet communities whose way of life has remained unchanged for hundreds of years. Their hands weaving textiles so intricate they seem to contain the secrets of the universe. It's a profoundly humbling and enriching experience, one that connects you to something far older and deeper than our everyday lives. So, pack your bags, my loves. Bring your sturdiest walking shoes, a heart open to wonder, and a healthy appetite for the unknown. We are about to embark on a journey to a land that will capture your imagination and never quite let it go. Peru is not just a destination. It's an experience that awakens the senses and nourishes the spirit. It's a place of high drama and quiet beauty, of grand spectacles and intimate moments. Let's go and discover its treasures together, shall we? The adventure is calling, and we must answer. It's going to be absolutely marvelous. Our first great pilgrimage, of course, must be to the heart of the Inca world, Cusco. This city is not merely a gateway. It is a destination in its own right, a living museum where Inca stone walls form the foundations of Spanish colonial buildings. You can feel the history breathing in the very air here. We'll wander through the Plaza de Armas, the grand central square, and explore the labyrinthine streets of the San Blas neighborhood, where artisan workshops spill out onto cobbled lanes. But the real magic begins when we look up, towards the mountains, because that's where Machu Picchu is waiting. The journey itself is part of the enchantment, whether by the scenic Vistadome train, watching the landscape transform through panoramic windows, or by trekking the legendary Inca Trail. And then, the moment arrives. You step through the sun gate, and there it is, spread out before you in all its impossible glory, the lost city of Machu Picchu. It's a sight that simply stops you in your tracks. Stone temples, terraces, and houses cling to the mountain ridge, shrouded in mist and mystery. It's more beautiful, more spiritual, and more mind-boggling than any photograph could ever convey. We'll spend hours here, exploring its nooks and crannies, imagining the lives of the people who built this masterpiece, and simply sitting in quiet contemplation, feeling the powerful energy of this sacred place. A local guide can reveal its secrets, pointing out the Temple of the Sun and the Intihuatana stone, which align so perfectly with the stars. From the heights of the Andes, Our journey takes us to the vast, shimmering expanse of Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world. The water is a shade of blue so deep it feels almost unreal, stretching to meet a sky of the same intense hue. Here, we will visit the Uros people, who live on extraordinary floating islands made entirely from totora reeds. It's a marvel of ancient engineering and resilience. They welcome you with such warmth, showing you how they build their homes, their boats, and their very world from the reeds that grow in the lake. It is a way of life so different from our own, yet so connected to the rhythms of nature. Our final stop in this tour of wonders is the enigmatic Nazca Lines. To truly appreciate these, my darlings, we must take to the skies. From the window of a small plane, the desert floor below reveals its secrets. Gigantic geoglyphs etched into the earth centuries ago. There's a monkey, a spider, a hummingbird, all drawn with a single continuous line. Their meaning lost to time, but their impact as powerful as ever. Who were the artists? What message were they trying to send to the heavens? It's one of Peru's most delicious mysteries, a perfect puzzle to ponder as we continue our adventure through this land of endless surprises. Oh, the food! If you think Peru is just about ancient ruins, you are in for the most delicious surprise. The culinary scene here is simply electric, a vibrant fusion of indigenous ingredients, Spanish traditions, and influences from as far away as Japan and China. Our first and most important mission is to try ceviche, the national dish. Imagine the freshest raw fish, cured in a zesty concoction of lime juice, onion, salt, and fiery ají peppers. It's served with sweet potato and crunchy corn kernels, a combination of flavors and textures that is just an explosion of pure joy in your mouth. You must have it by the sea in Lima, where it's at its absolute freshest. It's more than a meal, it's a national obsession. But the feast doesn't stop there. We must dive headfirst into the local markets, like the San Pedro market in Cusco. What a spectacle! It's a riot of color, sound, and smell. Stalls are piled high with mountains of exotic fruits you've never seen before. Dozens of varieties of potatoes. Peru has over 3,000. And pyramids of brightly colored spices. You can find vendors selling everything from freshly squeezed juices to whole roasted pigs. It's the perfect place to try some street food. Be brave and sample some anticuchos, marinated beef hearts grilled on a skewer. They are smoky, savory, and utterly addictive. This is where you feel the real pulse of Peruvian life. Now, for a proper sit-down meal, you must try lomo saltado. It's a glorious stir-fry that perfectly encapsulates Peru's multicultural heritage. Think tender strips of beef, sautéed with onions, tomatoes, and soy sauce, and served with both rice and, get this, French fries. It's the ultimate comfort food, a hearty and flavorful dish that you'll find on menus from the humblest family-run restaurant to the most high-end establishments. And to drink, you must try a pisco sour, the national cocktail. It's a frothy, tangy, and surprisingly potent blend of pisco grape brandy, lime juice, egg white, and bitters. 1 is lovely, 2 is risky, and 3, well, that's part of the adventure, isn't it? Finally, we cannot leave without talking about the sweet things in life. Peru has a wonderful array of desserts to satisfy any sweet tooth. Look for picarones, which are like fluffy donuts made from sweet potato and squash, drizzled in a sticky spiced syrup. They are often sold by street vendors in the evening, hot and fresh from the fryer. Or perhaps you'll fall in love with mazamorra morada, a warm jelly-like pudding made from purple corn, fruits, and spices. It's a strange and wonderful comfort food, especially on a cool evening in the Andes. Every meal in Peru tells a story, a delicious narrative of its history, geography, and people. So please, eat everything. Now for a few practical tidbits to make your journey as smooth as silk, my dears. Getting around Peru is an adventure in itself. For long distances, the buses are surprisingly comfortable and efficient. Companies like Cruz del Sur offer VIP seats that recline almost fully, complete with blankets and a meal service. It's a wonderful way to see the countryside unfold. For the route between Cusco and Puno for Lake Titicaca, The Titicaca train is an experience of pure, old-world glamour. You'll be treated to fabulous food, live music, and jaw-dropping views of the Altiplano. In the cities, taxis are plentiful, but always agree on the fare before you get in, as they don't use meters. Or better yet, use a ride-hailing app for safety and fixed prices. When it comes to shopping, you'll be utterly spoiled for choice. For the best souvenirs, head to the artisan markets. In Cusco, the San Blas neighborhood and the Pisac market in the Sacred Valley are treasure troves. You'll find beautiful alpaca wool jumpers, blankets and scarves, so soft you'll want to wrap yourself up in them forever. Look for intricate silver jewelry and colorful, hand-woven textiles called mantas. Don't be afraid to have a gentle haggle. It's all part of the fun. A budget of around $2,000 to $3,000 per person for a 2-week trip, excluding international flights, should be comfortable, covering tours like a 4-day Inca Trail trek, about $700, and a Nazca Lines flight, which is around $80. For safety, just a little bit of common sense goes a long way. Keep your valuables out of sight, be aware of your surroundings in crowded places, and only drink bottled or filtered water. It's also wise to take it easy for the first day or two at high altitudes like in Cusco. Drink plenty of water and coca tea. The locals swear by it to help with the altitude. When the sun goes down, Peru comes alive. In Lima, the Barranco district is brimming with cool bars and live music venues. In Cusco, the area around the Plaza de Armas has plenty of fun spots where you can dance the night away with fellow travelers. Just be sure to try a chilcano, another delicious pisco cocktail. To make the most of your trip, I suggest a route that flows with the altitude. Start in Lima at sea level, then fly to Arequipa at 2,335 meters, a beautiful white city, to acclimatize. From there, travel overland to Puno and Lake Titicaca, 3,812 meters, before heading to Cusco at 3,399 meters and the Sacred Valley. This gradual ascent will help you adjust. After exploring Machu Picchu, you can fly back to Lima or venture into the Amazon from Cusco. This path allows your body to adapt while taking you on a logical and spectacular journey through the country's highlights. So go forth, my darling explorers. Be curious, be open, and let the spirit of Peru fill your heart. It will be the trip of a lifetime.